Nah, 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 nah. Nah, 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 nah. Hey, hey, hey.
Fuck
Goodbye.
Queensland.
Nah, 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 nah.
Na,
Nah, nah,
na,
nah,
na,
nah.
na. Hey,
Hey, hey,
hey, hey.
hey.
Good.
Goodbye.
Hey,
New South Wales. New South Wales. New South Wales.
South
New
Wales
South
and
Wales.
SW.
What about that? Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Nick from Australia, and welcome to the State of Origin Game 3 post game review and reaction. Holy shit. New South Wales have done something they haven't done since 2005. They have won the series up at Suncorp Stadium, 14 points to 4. We are joined by Queenslander up on the Gold Coast and Warriors NRL Fanatics. We're joined by New South Welshman down there in the Central Coast of New South Wales. And also joining us from Sydney on the other line, we're just going to welcome in Luke, Melbourne Storm fan, who's a Queensland supporter. Fellas, it's good to have you on the channel for the post-game review. I'm going to start with you, Cody. How are you feeling, my friend?
I am thrilled, Nick. What a win. First, we won the series, decided in Queensland 19 years. I'm just thrilled that we got it done.
Not the only one, bro. I'm over the moon. I'm very happy. Shout out to all the New South Wales supporters that were at the game, man. Obviously, fantastic to see a decent amount of Blue supporters attend the game. I would have attended the game if there wasn't so many scammers trying to sell fake tickets and whatnot. But unbelievable, man. I can't believe New South Wales have finally done it. Mitchell Moses, wow. Angus Crichton, Liam Martin, Dylan Edwards, Jerome Luai, Bradman Best, Stephen Crichton. Wow, wow, wow. Wow to everybody, just about. We got Warriors and NRL Fanatics. Bro, devastating for you, mate, but what'd you make of that insane match?
Oh, it was a crazy game. Yeah, it was a crazy game, especially that start was so physically tough, But yeah, obviously, we'll talk about the game real soon. But yeah, look, disappointed as a Queensland fan, no doubt about it. At home and in a deciding series, at Suncorp and Brisbane, and yeah, going down to New South Wales is a disappointing result. No doubt about it. But yeah, look, I've got to say, look. New South Wales, they deserved the win. They were the better team on the day, and look, I can't argue with with their performances. So yeah, tough result to take, but yeah, I'm sure we'll get into it.
I just want to say quickly, if you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you do. We just recently hit 3,000 subscribers. We are on the road to getting a lot more than that. We want to get to 4K. That's the next goal, to get to 4,000 subscribers. If you guys haven't subscribed to the YouTube channels of Warriors and NRL Fanatics up there with the Queensland jumper on, Cody's Footy World with the Rabbitohs background with the blue shirt on, and Luke Melbourne Storm fan there in the Queensland jersey. Make sure you guys go and check out their YouTube channels. Luke, it's good to have you on. I know you're probably upset and you're probably not really in a good mood right now, but what'd you make of that game, bro?
Yeah, look, I thought first half I thought both sides were really good with the ball. I could have been even more. Look, even though we lost the game, look, I could have been more impressed with our defense. I mean, from the disappointing from game two, giving away 38 points. Yeah, I understand this loss might hurt for a while, but look, as a Queensland supporter, I could have been happy with what we've done. We pushed them all the way, but anyway, it has been a long time for you guys for one of the series up there. So you guys really want it more than us. So you deserved it at the end. So well done.
I appreciate that. That's probably one of the only Queensland supporters that are actually very humble, and obviously Warriors and Fanatics very humble as well. Now, just want to say as well in the live chat, Hello to everyone that's in the live chat. I hope you're all doing well. Now, I just want to make note quickly. I could have put it on subscriber only mode, but I thought because it's the Origin free review, it's a very big stream. It's a very big live stream. I'm going to allow anybody to comment, but just be warned, anyone wants to come in here and be a troll or criticize the panel that are on here tonight and voicing their opinion, you're instantly going to be kicked out. So sit back, enjoy the review. We're going to be doing our ratings on each player as well. We're going to be going through it, dissecting the game. So if you're going to be a clown, you might as well just run away now. So just want to let anyone know that wants to be a dick tonight, don't even start. But all right. Hello to the chat. Let's acknowledge the live chat actually while we're at it. Who we got here? Porky. You can complain about referees all you like, bro. There was bad calls to New South Wales and to Queensland. There were bad calls that went against both teams. Don't blame the referee, bro. Just don't. G'day to GTT. G'day to Nathan, William Pearson, Josh Rabbitohs, Bosky, SS Storm fan. Holy crap, Mando's here. Everyone's rolling in. I can't get to everybody. Jason Reader with a donation before that I need to get to if I can. There it is, Jason Reader. Shout out to Jason Reader, very loyal supporter of the channel. $5 super chat. Congratulations to New South Wales winning the series. Condolences to Queensland. We will be back next year. We'll be back stronger next year. Thank you very much, Jason Reader. Really appreciate your $5 super chat, my friend. Thank you very much. I'm still in shock of how everything unfolded, boys. I really am. I can't believe how it was 4-2 Queensland and then New South Wales came alive with about 16, 17 minutes to go. It's quite insane. Let's talk about the all right, you know what? Let's talk about it. I was going to bring it up later, but let's do it right now. Jake Trbojevic, the captain of New South Wales, in game 1, he barely played any minutes. I think he played about 25 minutes. Game 2, he played about 28 minutes, I think, 29 minutes. Tonight, he played 23 minutes. Cody, why do you think, like, obviously, it's not going to get talked about as much because we won the series, so it's not really relevant too much, but do you think it's a bit weird that the captain starting in the front row is only playing 20-odd minutes in an Origin series?
Yes, it is, and it's the third time it's happened as well. I mean, what was the point of making Jake Trbojevic the captain if he was only going to play less than 30 minutes for each game? It's just ridiculous. Just give a new captain or give it to Isaiah Yeo.
Yeah. Fanatics, what'd you make of that? Jake Trbojevic playing less minutes, but I don't know. It's a bit weird, isn't it?
Yeah, I found it quite odd. Especially with him being the captain for your team there. So yeah, a little bit strange in a way, but obviously now it doesn't. It's not going to be talked about as much because you guys won the series. So I'm sure if you guys didn't get the result tonight, maybe you would have been talked about a bit more how Maguire used them. But yeah, look, bit strange at the end of the day there. I found it a bit odd.
Yeah. What do you reckon, Luke? What's your take on that? Jake playing about 25 minutes each game, and he's the captain.
I mean, it's strange. I mean, it doesn't really matter now because you guys have already won the series, but personally, I don't really know, really.
You know what I'm going to say? Nobody's going to have the balls to say this. I'm going to say this, man. Jake Trbojevic lifting the shield after doing absolutely fuck all. He might be the most undeserving captain to lift up the shield I may have ever seen in my entire life. Oh my goodness. How do you play less than 30 minutes in the front row? You're the captain of New South Wales, and you're going to be lifting the shield. I don't understand that. Why was Jake Trbojevic the captain? The bloke did absolutely nothing in this series. Absolutely nothing at all. It is so bizarre. Bizarre as. I can't believe it. Obviously, well done to Jake Trbojevic. Well done to everybody. But I can't believe we're going to have a captain who played less than half an hour in each game lift up the shield. When he went off after 25 minutes, I was like, when's he coming back on? He never came back on. Never came back on. I don't get it one bit. I hope somebody asks Madge in the press conference, like, why did Jake only play that amount of time? It just doesn't make sense. Doesn't make much sense. Anyway, boys, let's dissect it. Let's go through the game. Yes, it is on Madge, Nathan. You are correct. But as in terms of a captain leading the series, probably he just did nothing all series, bro. Nothing at all. So crazy. Let's get into it, boys. Let's go through the review. There's so much to dissect. I think we're just gonna get into maybe the main stuff. So the New South Wales, bro, like it was back New South Wales versus Queensland, back and forth. First 20 minutes was some of the craziest rugby league I've ever seen in my entire life. I couldn't believe what I was watching out there. It was so quick. You had Angus Crichton go for a HIA, then he had to come back on. It was absolutely insane. And then we get to probably the biggest talking point of the entire night. I hope it doesn't overshadow it, bro. Cameron Murray and Jeremiah Nanai both going to the sin bin. DCE started a push on Luai. Luai face slaps him, sort of thing, like with his forearm, whatever it was. Then it's an absolute push and shove on the sideline. Hamoli Olakawatu, who wasn't even playing, gets involved. He ends up getting ejected to the sheds. Absolute mayhem and chaos. Fanatics, what was your 2 cents on that whole thing?
My 2 cents is it's state of origin, right? It's a physical game. It's a decider. There's going to be a lot of emotion attached from both sides. And I felt like both sin bins, especially for New South Wales and Queensland, I thought both of them were unwarranted. I think it was an absolute joke that both of them were sent to the bin. And I don't think it was warranted at all. It's state of origin at the end of the day. It's the biggest game of all. It's a deciding game in the series. Emotions are high, running high, and neither players deserve to go to the bin for that. For me, it was an absolute joke. It was an absolute joke that those 2 players were sent to the bin. And I'm a Queensland fan, and I thought both players didn't deserve to go to the bin for what they did. So I thought it was ridiculous. It was just both players emotionally attached to the game. It was nothing in it, and they didn't deserve to go to the bin. So that's my overall opinion on that situation that happened.
Hard to disagree with what you've said, Cody. What's your opinion on that whole sin bin drama?
Yeah, it was a bit weird that they both got sin bin for it. When we went back off the replay, I thought it was Cherry and Luai were probably going to get sin bin for it.
That's what I thought too.
Then we got Murray and Nanai going in the bin for 10. Yeah, it's just crazy. It's Origin. You got to let this shit happen. And it's also just I agree with everything what Fanatics said, and yeah, it's just ridiculous. And the worst part is Murray was benched when it happened, and he came running around, and then went onto the field and he got sin bin. What was the point of that? Couldn't he just not done it at all, or I don't know. It should not have happened. It was just ridiculous.
What do you think, Luke? What do you think of the two sin bins?
It's their origin, and I'm a Queensland supporter, but the Simbins has to get better. But the Simbins, it was fair enough in my opinion.
Really?
Well, not really, but not really. But I think the Simbins need to be more serious because from now on,
Yeah.
the Simbins were stupid. They were stupid.
Well, there was nothing in it, bro. Like a bit of
Ah,
push and shove. Like Luai and DCE were the ones involved. The reason
yeah,
why Nanai and Murray, the reason why Nanai and Murray were banned was because Nanai come running in and
yeah,
he, I guess, escalated the situation. I guess that's what they said. And then obviously you had Murray coming off the bench, flying in like a maniac or something. It was quite insane. But I thought Luai maybe and DCE because they're the ones that started it, and Luai did use his wrist to, I don't know, so like a like that sort of thing, like a palm. I don't know.
mm,
Bit ridiculous that for that to all be a sin bin. State of origin, for fuck's sake. Game 3. Everything's on the line. Anyway, I go to the bin. Stephen Crichton nearly scored the first try, but unfortunately, he dropped the ball short, very close. New South Wales had all the ball, but for that period, though, 5 minutes, they were looking good, man. But Queensland held on. Then this is where I got real shitty, guys. Minute and a half time, Lenu takes out DCE. Holmes ends up kicking a penalty goal. It goes to 2-0. How many times did Mitchell Moses get taken out in the first half? Late hits twice. And then obviously the kick where he was taken out. So was Lomax. But anyway, 2-0 at half time. What do you boys think of the first half?
I think we done. I think going up to 2-0 halftime was important for us. I mean, I thought it'd be 0-0 halftime really, but I think Queensland we couldn't score. We couldn't score any tries, and I think we had no choice than going for 2. It's better than nothing really. So yeah.
I think it's crazy. Like, I don't know. What do you think of the first half, Fanatics and Cody?
Yeah, look, I fought at 2-0 up. I was actually pretty happy because I felt like New South Wales had, a lot of the ball and that we were just hanging in there in that first half. And our defence was keeping us in pretty much in it at half time. The defence from the team, especially given that New South Wales had so much, opportunities down our line. But yeah, like I thought at half time, I was pretty happy at 2-0, going up to 2-0 at half time. And yeah, that's why I felt like going into the break, maybe New South Wales maybe would have been a little bit disappointed that they didn't have a try on the board because, they were so close a number of times. So, yeah, I did feel that at half time I was pretty happy with the scoreline.
Yeah. Second half begins, boys. Second half begins, and it's obviously one of the great all-time defensive first halves where it was just physical as, and it was quite incredible to watch. Second half begins, and New South Wales get a penalty goal because Patrick Carrigan took out Mitchell Moses. So Lomax obviously decides to go for a penalty kick, make it 2-2. You reckon that was the right decision from to go for goal, Cody? It was a tough kick from the sideline from Lomax.
Yeah, I think that was the right decision. At the time, I thought, no, it's from the sideline. They're not going to get it. But it's a risk and we'll be tied up. So, yeah, I think that was a good decision. I mean, couldn't go over it at all for some reason with the other than the defense. But yeah, I think that was the right call to go for the 2 to make it level at 2-2.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, obviously 2-2, and then in the 51st minute, Kalen Ponga entered the field, and he looked dangerous, Kalen Ponga, when he came on, man. He looked really good out there. probably just. I reckon he needed to be on the get. I think Ponga needed to be on the field a lot sooner. I think he did. I think bringing him on with half an hour to go, with how physical the game was, I think they needed to bring him on a little bit earlier. Anyway, Queensland end up getting a penalty goal because Reece Robson with a high shot on Harry Grant, which I believe was absolute total bullshit. There was nothing in that whatsoever. We're not playing ballet, for fuck's sake. Anyway, Holmes kicks a penalty goal and it goes to 4-2. Fanatics, what do you think of that penalty?
Look, I thought it was a fair penalty. I didn't think it was. I know, but the previous penalty that New South Wales got, I didn't agree with that. The previous one, the one to lock it up at 2-2. I thought that was pretty harsh actually, because I didn't think there was much in that tackle on Moses. But this one I think was a correct call. But that's just my my view on it. Yeah.
Well, Luke, what do you think? What did you think of the Reece Robson high tackle on Harry Grant, which led to the penalty goal for Valentine Holmes? What did you make of that decision?
Yeah, it's a bit of a tough call, but I think with all how close the game is, I think we've been struggling in this game, scoring tries. So I think with the position of the game going, I think we probably had no choice to get the game for 2 points.
Do you think it was a penalty? Do you think it was a high tackle?
Oh, look, maybe I don't think so, but look, at the end of the day, that is the referee's call, and I mean, yeah, it was, and we took the 2 points, so
I just think if it was an NRL club game, it would have been a penalty for sure. But to call that a penalty in an Origin game, I thought was really soft, considering there were multiple high tackles that were so much worse during the game that were let go. Anyway, it did not impact the game. Didn't affect the result. Thankfully, I was a little bit nervous that it was gonna end at 4-2 and it was gonna be a problem. But anyway, we get to the good part, Cody. Bradman Best scores in the 65th minute. A few offloads through the middle. Connor Watson offloads the ball. Very, very risky offload, I should say. Jerome Luai picks it up, goes through a gap, finds Bradman Best. Best fends off Gagai. Then he beats Kalen Ponga. Best scores in the corner. Holy shit.
Yep, and after that play, it was like, yep, here we go, game on, and pretty much it was going to be New South Wales takeover now from here. But that was an excellent start. 65 minutes to finally get a try, which is unbelievable. But that was a great try from Bradman Best.
It was absolutely insane. I thought it was a big play. Connor Watson's offload was a massive gamble. Luai picked it up. The Queensland defence was sort of a little bit surprised by it, and then Luai went through, and then Best to fend off Gagai like that was impressive. And then he beat Ponga. Just outstanding try.
Mm-hmm.
Incredible Origin rugby league from Bradman Best. 8 points to 4. And then I think there was a penalty when New South Wales got the ball for the kickoff. I think tackle 2 or 3. Get down the other end. And then, ladies and gentlemen, enter Mitchell Moses. Unbelievable Moses. He beats Harry Grant. Goes through. The hammer misses the tackle. Walsh can't get to him. Mitchell Moses scores an incredible state of origin try. Mitchell Moses, he stands up under pressure and he gets it done. Well done, Mitchell Moses. I know he's done his bicep, which I'll get to soon, but Moses' try there seals the game. What about that, Cody? What a try.
Yeah, what a try. And that was pretty much game over by then. Moses put himself on the line, and what he did was sensational, just like in game 2.
You know what it reminded me of? That Mitchell Moses try? Reminded me of Trent Hawkinson in the 2014 Origin Series where he took the line on and went over and scored. Reminded me of that. That was class. Absolute class. Mitchell Moses probably doesn't give a single shit that he done his pack. He probably doesn't give a damn about his bicep at this rate. 14-4. Queensland go for the short kickoff. Stephen Crichton goes for a line break. And then Queensland, obviously, throw the ball around, blah, blah, blah. They kick for Cobbo. I thought they were going to get a penalty or a professional foul, but Luai was all clear. And Brian Toto probably a little bit lucky not to be penalised. Because if you go back and watch it, when they kick it for Cobbo actually got pushed in the back from Toto. So probably a little bit lucky to get away with that. But yeah, Fanatics, bro, you guys just started throwing the ball around at the end. Really, you had no choice.
Oh, yeah, we had no choice. And look, our attack throughout the game wasn't really good enough. It was pretty much your defense that was keeping us in the game. And yeah, we had to throw the ball around. And look, it didn't really pay off for us. So, New South Wales just hanged on there. And yeah, we couldn't get the score to keep ourselves alive in the game. So, and New South Wales, win the series. So, yeah,
that's right. All right, let's get to the player ratings.
Yep.
This is going to be tough because there were a lot of them out there tonight. All right, what we're going to do, we'll start with the losing team. We'll go through the Queensland player ratings out of 10, and then we'll go to New South Wales after that because they won the game. If anybody in the live chat wants to give their rating out of 10, just write which player and then write the number next to it on who you're giving a rating out of 10. 10 is the best. 1 is the worst. 5 is middle. We're going to go off that. Right. Let's begin, boys. Reece Walsh. What would you rate him out of 10 tonight, boys? Throw a number out there, boys.
I might just give
A what?
6.
6, okay.
Yeah, 5.5.
6.5. Yeah.
I'll go 6 for Reece Walsh. Selwyn Cobbo on the right wing. What would you boys give Cobbo out of 10?
5.5.
5.
Yeah, I wasn't too impressed with Cobbo tonight. Yeah, I'll give him a 5.
Yeah, I'll give Cobbo probably a 5.5. The other winger, Valentine Holmes. What would you rate Val Holmes, boys?
He did a bit better. I'll give him a 6.
Yeah, I'll give him a 6.
6. Yeah.
Yeah, look, I'll probably give Val Holmes, probably a 6.5. Thought he was decent for Queensland. Dane Gagai in the centres. What did you make of Dane Gagai, boys?
That guy will go 6.
6.
6.5.
Yeah, Gagai was pretty quiet for me. I'll give him a 5. I don't think he played the way that I think he would have liked. The Hammer, boys. The Hammer.
Yeah, he was quiet. We'll give him 5.5.
5.
Yeah, I thought it was quiet. I'm going to give him a 5.
Yeah, I'll give him a 5.5, 5.5 for the Hammer. Tom Dearden, who was probably one of Queensland's best, to be completely honest.
Yeah,
I'm going to give him a 7.
Yeah,
I'll give
7.
I'll give him a 7.5.
Yeah, I'm with Luke. 7.5 for Dearden. Daly Cherry Evans, boys, what would you give DCE?
6.
3.
Oh, ouch.
I was not happy with him tonight.
I'm going to give him a 2 as well. I was not impressed with him either.
Oh, damn.
Wow.
Damn.
And
DCE
and
getting
I'm gonna say
destroyed.
it. I think he needs. I think this should be his last Origin game.
Yeah.
Oh,
His,
bang.
his kicking was shocking. It was really pissing me off. Not good.
Bang. Yeah, look, he didn't have a great game. I'll probably give him a 4 out of 10. 4 out of 10 for DCE. What about the performance of Ruben Cotter, boys?
Oh,
Uh,
Yeah, he was quiet. I'll give him a
jeez.
4.
Yeah,
Really?
I'll give him
pretty quiet game. Probably a
4,
5.
Fuck.
4.5.
What the fuck? Really? Wow.
Yep.
Okay. I mean, he did make 53 tackles, boys. So, I mean, he played big minutes. He was an animal out there. I'm going to give Cotter a 7. I thought he was good. All right. Ben Hunt. Obviously I thought he had a concussion. I don't know how he came back on the field. Ben Hunt for me. I'll give Ben Hunt probably a 4, boys. Didn't do too much.
Yeah, 4.
Yeah, 4.
Yeah, 4.
Yeah. Lindsay Collins, boys. What would you give big Lindsay Collins?
5.
I didn't really see him out there much today, so
Didn't really stand out. Didn't really do a lot. Yeah, I'm gonna
I'll give him a
say
5.
5.
Yeah, 5. Kurt Capewell, boys. What would you give Kurt Capewell?
I'll give him a 3.3.
Ouch.
4. 4.
I'll give
Tafita should be inside next year.
I'll give Capewell a 5 because I thought his first half was good, but second half sort of looked a bit slow. I thought first half he was pretty solid, man. Jeremiah Nanai, boys. What would you give Jeremiah Nanai tonight?
Give him a 5.
5.
He wasn't much in the game, was he? Love Nanai,
Quiet
but
one.
probably a 4.5 for me. I don't think he had a great game. Really don't. This guy was an absolute grub all night, in my opinion, but he had a bloody good game. Patrick Carrigan, boys.
6.
Wow, 6.
I'm gonna give him a 7.
Wow.
You know what? Some people may not agree with me, but I thought he was one of probably our best Queensland players, so I'll give him an 8.
I'm giving Carrigan like an 8.5, bro. He was the best player for Queensland. He made 61 tackles,
Ow.
18 minutes in the middle, and ran for 150 meters. Carrigan was their best. I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah.
100%. Harry Grant, boys. Harry Grant, I thought he was terrible. Harry Grant for me is getting a 4 out of 10.
Yeah, 4.
4.
Yeah. Mo Fodawaker, the Gold Coast Titans forward. What'd you make of Fodawaker, boys?
Quiet, 4.
1.
I'll give him a 6. I thought Fodawaker was pretty decent.
Solid. 6.
Solid.
Yeah. What'd you say, Luke?
I'll just give him a solid 5 or something.
Yeah. Kafusi. Kafusi was terrible. Why did he play 16 minutes? I don't understand that. Unless he got injured and I'm forgetting something. Kafusi, probably a 2 out of 10 because he didn't play. He barely played.
I'll give him
3 out of 10.
I'll give him a 0.
Yeah, and Kalen Ponga, who come off the bench, played 29 minutes. I'm going to give KP, probably a 5.5. He was decent.
Yep.
What?
5.5.
Okay.
5.
All right, let's get to the Blues ratings. Holy shit. New South Wales play ratings now, folks. Let's move on to them. Dylan Edwards, boys. Dylan Edwards actually won the player of the game for tonight's match. He's not my player of the game, but he's right up there. I'm going to give Edwards an 8.5.
Yep, 8.
8.
What do you
Eight.
what is all going to give? Yeah, 8. Yeah. Brian Toto, boys. What is going to give Bizza?
I'm going to give him a 7.
7.5.
7.
Yeah, I'll probably go 6.5 for Toto. The other winger, Zachy Lomax. I'm going to give Lomax a 7. Forney was pretty good for the most part.
7.
7.5.
7.
Time out for one moment. We're going to get this bloke to join us for a minute. Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh,
all out Champa. Champa, we're just in the middle of play ratings if you want to jump in.
Sorry to interject, boys. Hope you guys had a great night. I had a fantastic night. I just saw the Blues take the series, but you guys are doing play ratings? Yeah, I'll jump in. Hello, everyone.
We just started with the Blues play rating. So if you want to go with Edwards, Toto, Lomax, what would you rate them out of 10?
Edwards, Toto, Lomax. Edwards, I think, was near perfect. I'm going to give him a 9.5. Toto, great defense. He was all right on
Ooh.
attack. I'll give him an 8. And
Yeah.
Lomax is another player that I think was just as great. So I'm going to give him an 8 as well.
All right, moving on to the centers, Bradman Best. You know what? I want to say something about Bradman Best. I reckon the first 20 minutes, I was shitting on Bradman Best, but my God, his second half absolutely changed everything. Bradman Best, 8 out of 10. Great game.
Yep, 8.5.
Like it.
an 8 for me.
Same as well.
What are you going with, Champa?
I'm going to give him an 8.5. I'll
Like it.
best.
What about Critter? Stephen Crichton. What are we rating Critter out of 10?
Well, look, he made a few mistakes, but I reckon he made up for some good attack and
7.
defense. I'll give him a 7.5. Yeah, 7.5.
Yeah. I think 7 sounds about right for Critter. Jerome Luai, I thought was terrific. 7.5 for Luai.
7.
7.
I want
Yep,
to give him
7
an
for me.
8. I'm going to give him an 8.
Yeah, I like that. What about the man of the moment?
Oh.
My player of the game, not Dylan Edwards, Mitchell Moses, 9 out of 10. Player of the game.
Yep, 9.5 for Moses.
Yep, 9.
What do you
9.
reckon, Champa?
10 out of 10.
10
He
out
was
of 10.
perfect.
Okay, I don't know if he was perfect, but he was probably the best player on the field.
I can't remember one mistake he made.
He kicked the ball dead twice, but that's all right. It's all good. All right, Jake Trbojevic. I had a very controversial opinion to say about Jake Trbojevic before. 2 out of 10. He wasn't even existent out there.
Yep, 3 out of 10.
2.
Jake Trbojevic is the most undeserving New South Wales captain to lift the shield I have ever seen in my entire life.
But he just sat on his ass the whole second half. He
Played
gets a
25
1.
minutes
He
each
gets a
game.
1 out of 10. He gets a 1 out of 10. Piss
Played
poor
25
effort.
minutes. 25 minutes in each game, and he's the captain. Like, imagine if we lost the series. Imagine the media tomorrow on this Jake Trbojevic. My God.
Mm.
You can't be too critical of it, but it's probably the most undeserving captain to hold the shield I've ever seen, to be completely honest with you. Jake was terrible. Payne Haas, fucking awesome game from Payne Haas.
Yeah.
7 out of 10.
Yep, 8 out of 10.
Yeah, 8.
8.
I'll give him
Reece
an
Robson,
8.5.
gee, he got through a lot of work. Reece Robson. How many tackles did he make? Reece Robson. Okay, he made 31 tackles. I thought he would have made like 50 or 40, but 31 tackles for Robbo. Thought he was good, boys. Robbo, 7 out of 10.
Yeah, 7.
6.5.
Okay.
7. 7.5.
I'm gonna give him an 8 out of 10. His defense was great.
It was, yes. All right. One of my favorite back rowers didn't have the greatest game tonight, but was solid enough. Liam Martin. I'm going to give Liam Martin probably a 6.5.
Yeah, same. 6.5.
6 out of 10 for me.
6.
I'll give him a 7.
The bloke that was the player of the series, Angus Crichton, which I do not have a problem with at all. Angus Crichton tonight was awesome. I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10.
Same.
Yeah, 8.
Yeah. 8.
Same.
Yep.
10.
Angus Crichton is the best back rower in the NRL right now, and you can't change my mind. You cannot.
He's probably one of the best forwards, all-round forwards going right now.
100%. Cameron Murray, absolute workhorse. What a machine. Cameron Murray. Look, I'm going to give him a 7 as well. I thought he was pretty good.
Yeah, I'll give him a 7 for our skipper. My skipper, rather.
Yeah. South skipper.
7.
What are you all giving Murray?
I'll give him
So-
a 6.
6. Okay, fair.
7.
Actually, I might change it. Cam Murray, 6.5. 6.5.
Fair enough.
And we get to the bench. Connor Watson, bro. Connor Watson made a huge impact. Major difference off the bench with his leg speed around the ruck. Watson, for me, might be a little bit over the top, but he changed the game a lot, in my opinion. Watson, for me, 7 to 10.
Yeah, 6.5 for Watson. I think he should have played more minutes, honestly.
He played 50. He played, 16 minutes, but his impact was game-changing, bro.
True.
100%.
Yes.
Tampa, what do you think?
I'll give him a 7. When he came on the field, he showed more effort than he did in game 2, and was
100%.
was a real big factor in our win as well.
Now let's get to the demon, I like to call him. The demon that absolutely terrifies the entire Queensland forward pack. Spencer Lenu, the impact. What an absolute machine. Lenu was unbelievable. 7.5 for Lenu. I'm close to maybe giving him an 8 out of 10. I might even do it. 8 out of 10 for Lenu. Outstanding.
Yeah,
Yep.
8 out of 10.
8
He
out of
was
10.
amazing. He's one of my
Yep.
favorite forwards in the game because he is just so dangerous.
What a player.
8.
Oi. You know how they, in the grand final in 2016 when Ennis said, Fafita. Well, how about this? Lenu. Oh,
Leno. Hey,
fuck.
Carrigan fears Leno.
Carrigan was probably Queensland's best player, if I'm honest.
He fears
Um,
Leno.
Mitch Barnett. I thought Barnett did a job, bro. Didn't do anything fancy,
Shout out to
but
mate.
Barnett did a job. Probably 6.5 or something for Barnett.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'll give a
6.5.
I'll give a 6.5 to the bikey. Yeah.
The bikey. The New Zealand Warriors in front rower.
Oh,
to see.
yes.
And the final player, Isaiah Yeo. Isaiah Yeo coming off the bench as a middle forward is what I have been asking for and calling for since when Fittler was in charge. And Isaiah Yeo off the bench ran for 174 meters, more than any other forward, 58 minutes, and he made 28 tackles. Yeo was awesome. Yeo is getting an 8 as well, same as Lenu.
Yep, 8.
Nah, fuck it. I reckon it was better than Lenu. Yo, 8.5 for Yo.
Ooh.
I'll give him an 8.5 as well.
Yeah.
You know
8.
what? Lenu probably had
Yeah,
the better
8.
impact, but Lenu had better impact than Yo, but Yo had the overall better game performance, in my opinion. Now, they're all the play ratings done and whatnot. Let's talk about some of the other stuff that unfolded tonight. Champa, what do you have for us? Like, Anything in particular you want to discuss? We already discussed the sin bin drama. Anything in particular?
Every tongue must confess, and no word of a lie. This is one of the greatest games I have ever watched in my entire life.
Yep,
I've watched
100%.
so many games. I've watched the 2015 grand final. I've watched the 2023 grand final. I've watched countless origins. I've seen so many finals games, but I'll have to be honest. This was the greatest and the greatest rugby league game I've ever watched. I have not seen a first half be more physical in
Yeah.
defense, in attack, ever. And honestly, thank you. Thank you, New South Wales. Thank you, Queensland. Thank you to all the players for our entertainment. That's all I'm going to say.
I want to give a massive rap to the New South Wales coach, Michael Maguire. What
Hmm.
this man has done in such a short period. He was offered the New South Wales job for 6 months. He was told, yeah, go in, fucking build a new culture, get the right players in the right positions. There were so many criticisms. I criticized some of the selections, and I must say, Madge took a few gambles. 100% he did. Took some massive gambles. But for a bloke like Madge, who had a great run at Souths, won a grand final, had a pretty poor run at the West Tigers, couldn't really get them going, unfortunately. But what he's been able to do with New South Wales in such a short period has been absolutely fantastic. And this might be a little bit harsh, and Queenslanders are going to struggle to swallow this, but Madge out coached Billy Slater 100% this entire series.
Yep.
The decision for Billy Slater not to pick David Fafita, not even one game, to choose an old veteran like Kurt Capewell. With all due respect to Kurt Capewell, he is past his best. Felice Kafusi is past his best. And the other thing that Queensland got completely wrong, to change your forward pack before kickoff, starting Kafusi and Fodawaker, Cotter in the back row, which wasn't ever going to work the way you would have liked. You had Nanai coming off the bench. You had a Ben Hunt, Harry Grant rotation that has worked every time with Hunt starting. That rotation was a complete mess. I think Billy Slater panicked. And maybe Queensland were making us all eat our words for 65 minutes of that game. But the last 15 minutes, New South Wales took over the game. And I just think the Queensland got the rotation wrong. They got everything wrong. Madge made the right decisions. Madge got it right. And if I'm New South Wales, I'm re-signing Madge for at least 2 more years after that. Like,
Yeah.
he deserves it. Now,
Yeah.
I'll let you guys have yours to say in a minute, but I just want to say as well, no Tommy Turbo, no Latrell Mitchell, no Nathan Cleary, no Appy Coruscant, no Ola Kawatu, who was dropped because he wasn't getting the big minutes. Getting rid of James Tedesco for a Dylan Edwards, who's never played Origin football up until Game 2 and Game 3. Debuting Lomax on the wing, who's never really been an Origin-type player. Bradman Best coming in for an injured Latrell Mitchell. What a fucking gamble from Madge. Apologies for the swearing, but Madge deserves praise. And you know what? He's got my respect. 100% after that. What a man. Well done to Madge.
I got to say this. In terms of Billy Slater and coaching, I think this is one of those rare moments where we've seen Billy Slater's inexperience as a coach come out.
Yeah.
To panic a few minutes before the game starts, swap your entire forward pack around, to hold off Kalen Ponga when so many times you could have used him in attack, even for the last few minutes, even for the first few minutes of the second half, to hold off Kalen Ponga
Yep.
I think this is because we've got to keep in mind, Billy Slater is not an experienced coach like Madge. Madge has years and years of prior coaching experience. Billy Slater only really started coaching back in 2022,
2 years ago.
uh,
Yeah,
2 years
22.
ago, and he only coaches 3 games a year. So in terms of coaching, look, I still think Billy Slater's the right man for Queensland. I'm not saying that he should be sacked or anything like that. Don't get my words
Nah,
twisted.
okay.
I'm
No.
not saying that. But what I am saying is that his inexperience as a coach, I think it was exposed tonight. And Madge is a genius. Look, he got hard done by the Tigers. I really think the Tigers really screwed him over. But he's put all of that in the past. And everyone criticized him. Oh, Tigers is it. He came out. He picked the players he wanted, not because of previous past experiences or he picked informed players.
Yep.
And what did they do? Obviously, first game, 13 against 12. But the second game, we came out firing. And this game right here, one of the most defensive Queensland teams I've ever seen. They were like a brick wall for nearly the whole game. But we pushed through. Hats off to Madge. He earns my
Fanatics and
respect.
Cody. Fanatics and Cody, I'll get your opinion on Slater in Queensland in just a moment. But I just want to say Mitchell Moses, in my opinion, is now the New South Wales halfback going forward. I don't give a damn how good Nathan Cleary's going next year at Clubland if he's healthy and fit. If Mitchell Moses is healthy, Mitchell Moses has to be the New South Wales halfback. He just had a blinder in game 2 where he was player of the game. He had another big game tonight, scored the match-winning try off his own brilliance and vision. Nathan Cleary is a superstar. Yes, he is. But Mitchell Moses is now the halfback going forward. And unless he's injured, Mitchell Moses is the man. Nathan Cleary cannot take his jersey next season. Moses is the halfback going forward.
Exactly. I agree. I
His
100%
jersey.
agree.
It's his jersey now. Nathan Cleary might have to play 5'8". He might have to play second fiddle to Mitch Moses because Mitch Moses, he won us a series. His game 2 performance in Melbourne where we were down 1-0 was outstanding. His performance tonight, he got off to a bit of a slow start, but Moses is the man. Moses is the halfback. And I know Parramatta are cooked and they're going to probably come bottom 4 and Moses is out for another probably 6 to 8 weeks now. His season's probably over. But Moses is the man. He's the halfback going forward now.
Oh, 100%.
And with all due respect to Nathan Cleary has never dominated an Origin series and owned it like Moses has done in the 2 games that he's played, game 2 and game 3.
Yeah, I agree. And speaking of late changes, I don't even know how you can drop Bradman Best after the performance he had.
It's going to be another headache for next season, bro.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't even know how you drop any of these players. I mean, from 1 to 17, keep them all. Keep them all.
Mate,
this
honestly,
team was near perfect.
Latrell Mitchell next year, he might have to come off the bench and play jersey 14 or something. I don't know.
Exactly. This
What are you
team
gonna
was
do?
this team was near perfect. Honestly, Madge is a genius.
Madge done very well. Now, Fanatics and Luke, you can both answer this if you want.
Yep.
Was it a mistake by not picking David Fafita?
Yes. Yes.
Yep. Yeah.
And I think it's really hurt that we lost we lost the series and unfortunately we got ourselves to blame. Unfortunately.
Well, it was at Suncorp Stadium. It was your home ground. You were the favourites. Everything was in favour of Queensland. It just didn't happen. Oh,
No.
good call in the chat, Aaron. Dropping Jaden Sewer. Did you people? Can I just say? Can I just say this? Jaden Sewer on the last weekend in the Origin affected round, played against the Broncos. Sewer had a fucking blinder of a game. he pretty much said, "Fuck you, Billy Slater, for not picking." Jaden
Fuck.
Sewer not getting picked, but you pick an out of form old back rower in Kurt Capewell, who has barely played 5 games straight this season due to injury. I think David Fafita wasn't picked because of politics and I think behind the scenes drama. I reckon, I don't want to start a conspiracy theory here, but I reckon David Fafita has had a fallout or an argument with Billy Slater. That's why he wasn't there.
Oh, mate, it's been one of the big topics in all of Origin is why hasn't David Fafita been picked when
Yeah.
he's been probably top 5 best back rowers in the comp right now?
Yeah, he'd be in the top 5 for sure. And bro, the Gold Coast have won 3 in a row. His form has been good. I know he didn't have a great game against Parramatta last week. Fairly quiet there, but like he's been pretty good. Like to drop him, to not pick Fafita and Jaden Sewer, who has been outstanding all year at the Dragons. But you go ahead and pick old guys like Kafusi, Capewell. Yeah, okay. Doesn't make sense to me.
I don't understand. To start Kafusi in the back row, to move your prop from front row to back row, and
Jesus Christ.
I mean, the tactic that I heard was it was to confuse New South Wales because they knew that what was going to happen when the game started. I think they just confused themselves, really.
Oh, I'm not here to attack anybody, but this is just banter coming from me. A big fuck you to Gordon Tallis, questioning Madge about never playing the game before, glass houses. Well, who's laughing now, Gordy?
Oh, I don't think Match has ever played an Origin game before. Yeah, right, mate.
Look what happened tonight.
I'm sorry. Gordon Tallis is I just want to get something off my chest. Gordon Tallis is the biggest sook in terms of in rugby league. I mean, has a sook about Laurie Daly for saying something on a newspaper about AFL, and now he gets a sook about Madge. Just shut up, bro. Honestly, shut up. Fuck, man. What do you know? I mean, there's some secrets about you, mate. I won't say on here, but there's some secrets about you. Trust me, there are. I won't say it live, but there is.
Fanatics, bro. What do you think changes for Queensland next season going into next year's series? What do you think needs to change for the Maroons?
Man, we just need to make sure we pick a side and stay solid with it. Like, you know, Billy, throughout this whole series, he's made some very questionable calls, like dropping Fafita, you know, dropping Jaden Sewer, which I thought was very, very strange, and I didn't quite understand it. And then also the kickoff, you know, with the 4-pack, he changed up the 4-pack, which it didn't work in our favour. So, yeah, he's got to stick solid with the players that he selects, and I think some of these players from the side that probably shouldn't be there next year. Yeah, I think there's a few that shouldn't be in this side altogether next season, next series. So,
all right, give me some names. Who's got to go and who's coming in?
Okay, so Fafita's going to come in. Capewell's going to go out.
I like it.
Also, I think Felice Kafusi should be out as well. Should be in the side.
Tino will be back, won't he?
Yeah, Tino's got to be back in there, for sure.
Munster will be back.
Yeah, Munster will be back in. I think Cherry Evans has to go, personally.
Oh,
What?
Yep.
Ouch.
For who?
Yep, Cherry Evans has to go. I think Cherry Evans has done his time. He's been great for Queensland for years, but I think it's time to give someone else a crack.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sam Walker.
Yep. Sam Walker, I think is an opportunity now. I think it's his time to come in.
That's a big call, Fanatics. You know what? I don't hate it because you look into the future, but holy, that's a big call. Anyone else?
For Queensland to drop.
You know who they obviously they'll get Tino back, which will
Yep.
Kafusi will be gone. I think Fodawaker did enough to keep his spot. You know what I do
Yeah.
think?
Yep.
I don't know if he's under pressure or anything, but fuck, Reece Walsh didn't have a good series.
Right,
Mm.
he got picked apart. I mean, he made a couple of little line breaks, but his line breaks wouldn't really amount to much because he'll just get he'll just get tackled. I mean, we sort of read
Uh,
everything he was going to do. Maybe it's a sign to drop Reece Walsh and put Ponga back into the number one
that
position.
could happen. And yeah, in the chat, Thomas Flegler and Tom Gilbert, they could even come in next season if they're healthy enough. Gagai, yeah, I don't think Dane Gagai will be there. I think if you're gonna pick Gagai in Origin, it has to be on the wing. Can't be in the centers.
I just want to also say I don't care if Billy Slater said he was happy or Origin camp. Drop Cobbo. Bro, he did nothing. Drop Cobbo. If
Disappointing.
Coates is healthy by then, pick him.
Yeah. Look,
Hmm.
man, I love Valentine Holmes. You guys know how much I love Val, but this was probably his worst Origin series, in my opinion.
Very quiet.
Didn't do
Very
a whole
quiet.
lot. Very, very big. Yeah, Val Holmes. I love Val, man. Like, I think Val was a legend. I love the bloke, but didn't have the greatest series, man. Maybe he needs to be in form to be picked because I think I said it to you guys privately in a on Instagram. I said Val Holmes for Origin 1 is going to be under a lot of pressure because his form isn't great because he's been very hot and cold all season. So I think if Val's going to get picked next year for Origin, he's going to need to be in good form because I don't think you pick him if he's in and out of the game.
Yeah, I agree. I think it just comes down to picking players on form, which is what Magic did.
And Queensland didn't do it.
Queensland didn't do it. I mean, David Phillips definitely won.
I know people are going to say, but how can you be so critical of Queensland? It was close for 65 minutes. Rugby league games go for 80 minutes, not 65. You play 80 minutes, you're going to win. Play 65, you're going to lose. That's the difference tonight. That's the
Exactly. And if they want to talk, if they want to talk about 65 minutes, you go look at the stats. For the first 60 minutes, we had more possession in their 20. They didn't. So we were the more attacking team.
In the chat, do you guys think Billy will step down as coach? Nah.
Nah.
No way.
No.
If
Not
Queensland,
after one series.
if Queensland lose next series, say 2-0, right? Say the first two games, New South Wales wrap it up, then there might be some conversations. But if they lose a decider, I don't think you get rid of him next year. I don't think so.
Nah.
I'll tell you what, if it's 3-0, if it's 3-0 or it's 2-0, New South Wales, then this conversation comes back up again. 100%.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Anything else we need to go over for tonight?
I think we pretty much covered everything. The big hits were just amazing to see.
Oh my god, so many good hits.
Should we? I don't know if you guys have talked about it. Should we talk about the ref?
That's all right. All right. Out of 10, not the series, but tonight. What are you giving Klein?
Oh,
the grub.
A lot of people are angry with Klein. A lot of people are angry.
That was horrible.
I hate Ashton.
I'm gonna be honest. There was a lot of biased calls. I mean, to almost call a penalty try when there was no signs of it being a penalty try.
That was the touchy though. The touch judge saw a collision, so he probably thought I should check it.
Well, this is where Ashley Klein should trust his intuition.
This is where people are going to think I've lost the plot. Trust me, I've had no alcohol. I'm as sober as I can be. I thought Klein did a fucking good job. I got no complaints. Yes, the sin bin drama. The sin bin drama was total bullshit. That should never have even happened. But overall, yeah, maybe a couple of penalties here and there that probably shouldn't have been called. But there was barely any 6 against. There was a couple late, like second half, there was more 6 against. That's because fatigue set in. I don't think Klein was even that terrible, bro. I think people are just nitpicking because they want to complain about referees.
Well,
People
I mean,
people just do it for fun.
It's a mixed. It's a mixed bag. I really only think that they're trying to nitpick at Klein. I don't think a lot of Queensland fans will say that the game was ref bad.
You know what? You
It's
know
just
what, Champa? You
most
know
of the
what?
50-50 calls went against New South Wales.
We expected that though at Suncorp. We knew that was going to happen.
Yeah, but you got to call a fair
Look,
game.
man. You know what? To be fair, I can't. Like, obviously, the send off in the first game, we know how controversial that was. But besides that, he didn't do a bad job in game 2 because there was a blowout at halftime. And then a couple of 50-50 calls tonight didn't go the way of either team, in my opinion. I can't really complain too much. I thought he did a fair job. Overall, like, okay, maybe he gets 5 or 6 out of 10 tonight, but I reckon the whole series from game 1, game 2, and now, he wasn't that bad. I don't think.
I can't agree with that. I'm sorry, I cannot agree with that. Nick.
I'd give him a pass mark. Like, I think Adam G and Jared Sutton are both better refs. I really do. I think Sutton, who's very experienced, and I think Adam G is the best referee in the whole competition. I don't think Klein was terrible.
Oh, I'd get Ziggy to ref for Origin before I get Ashley Klein.
Ziggy. Ziggy. Oh, all right, boys. Is that it? Anything else we need to go over? Because I'm ready to wrap it up.
Yep. New South Wales
No,
win,
that's it.
bringing the field home.
Right. Warriors and our Fanatics. Cody's Footy World. Luke Melbourne Storm fan. Champa. Thanks for coming on, boys. We've been here just over an hour. Appreciate you all. Love you all. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you go check out Warriors Fanatics, Cody's Footy World, Luke Melbourne Storm fan. Champa's just an imposter, but whatever.
I'm floating around.
He's here because he's got good rugby league knowledge, and we get him on because he knows what he's talking about. But boys, thank you for coming on. Appreciate your time.
No worries, Nick.
All good.
Up New South Wales and bring on Origin next year.
Like, comment, subscribe. If you're a Blues fan, go get drunk. If you're a Queensland fan, go cry yourself to sleep with your pillow. Good night, everybody. Take care.